Guys, welcome back again to my YouTube channel. It is still me, your girl Favor Sky, aka guys, welcome back. If this is your first time, please do not make it your last. Like, subscribe, share, and all those good stuff. Okay, I don't want to take much of your time. Let's just dive right into this video already. And this video is coming out of popular demand. A lot of you have been asking me, Favor, how much should someone bring to Canada? How much should I budget before coming to Canada? And that is why I'm here to tell you, and I'm doing this based off my own experience. So if I were you, I'll grab a pen and I'll write it down as we proceed. Okay, yeah. Before I continue, the first thing I want to do is to list out the proof of funds required for every applicant, whether you're a single applicant, family of 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and above. And I brought this out from IRCC's website. So bring a pen and let's go. If you're a single applicant just like me, just me, you're required to have 15,263 Canadian dollars. 15,263 Canadian dollars. If you're a family of 2, that's husband and wife, you're required to have 19,001 Canadian dollars. 19,001 Canadian dollars. For a family of 3, you need 23,360 Canadian dollars. 23,360 Canadian dollars. For a family of 4, you need 28,362 Canadian dollars. 28,362 Canadian dollars. A family of 5, that is husband, wife, 3 children, you need 32,168 Canadian dollars. 32,168 Canadian dollars. Family of 6, husband, wife, 4 children, you need 36,280 Canadian dollars. 36,280 Canadian dollars. And then for a family of 7, father, mother, 5 children, you need 40,392 Canadian dollars. 40,392 Canadian dollars. Now, if you're a family of 8, father, mother, 6 children, for the 8th person, you have to pay an extra of 4,112 Canadian dollars. Meaning, after family of 7, any additional person, family of 8, family of 9, for each additional person, you pay 4,112 Canadian dollars to the 40,392. That is for 7. Family of 7. Do you understand? And just note that this amount I listed now has nothing to do with the whole visa application fees. Like when you start writing your IELTS, your WES, your visa fee, the visa application fee. This is not it. This is not it. This is the money you should have in your account before coming to Canada. Is that okay? Now, a lot of people, they ask, oh, do I really need to have? I don't know about you, but you need to have. You need to have this money. To me, you need to have this money because it will come a long way for you by the time you arrive here. You wouldn't want to come here and get stuck. You wouldn't want to come here and before you know it, you're already declaring, what do they call it? Is it asylum or something? Or you now start bothering people, you now start moving, or you now find yourself on the streets. It doesn't make sense. If you plan on moving abroad, you have to, aside planning on like writing IELTS, getting your WES, you know, getting your visa, making sure your visa or putting everything together for your visa to get approved, you have to also prepare to, you also have to prepare to, on how you're going to start your life here. For me personally, I planned. If I say I did not plan, I am lying. I planned very well. I already knew the amount I needed to bring to Canada because I knew that I wouldn't want to get stuck in any way or pester anybody in any way. That is why the amount I put on the screen for you is what I feel everybody, especially single people, planning on coming to Canada should put in place before coming. Okay, by the time my visa got approved, I already knew the things I was going to sell. I sold my car, I sold all my furniture, and I sold my gold jewelries. When I was in Nigeria, I invested heavily, very well in gold. I had all my gold earrings, gold necklaces, gold rings, bracelets, and all that. It was not just for fashion because I was making investments. And when it was time for me to liquidate them, I did. I sold them, and I'm not lying, I made ×2 of the money I spent on those jewelries. It's all that, yeah, I left some too that, you know, I need to use, you know, here and all that. But then I'm just telling you, that this was me putting things in place because I know I would be needing this at the time or by the time I arrive here. Do you understand? So you need to plan. Some people I know, when their visa got approved, they stayed back because you need like 6 months before you travel. Okay, if your visa gets approved or in January, you need till June, July to travel. So just stay and gather yourself together. Is that okay? Now the first thing we're going to look at after like the whole POF is flights. For me, I paid 1.5 million naira coming here with Qatar Airways, and this particular ticket gave me the complimentary hotel and feeding. Complimentary hotel and feeding. There are tickets that won't give you that. I think cheaper tickets won't get you that, but like cheap tickets from like 1.5 gives you like complimentary offers on Qatar Airways. I paid 1.5 million. Some people paid 1.3, some people paid 1.2, some people paid 1.6, some people may pay 1.8, but this is me and how much I paid on flights, Qatar Airways. Yeah, so that is it for flights. You can actually check other flights. I've heard Turkish Airline is also good. I've heard Ethiopian Airline is good, Lufthansa and the rest of that. Just check and know the one you know you can afford and the one that is okay with good reviews and you're good to go. That is it for flights, and that's how much I paid for flights. The second one is accommodation. Guys, I actually knew that I may or may not get a job on the first month, although yeah, I wished I got, but first month, second month, third month, 4 months. For me, I budgeted for up to 5 months rent before coming here. Like, I knew that one thing I did not want to do was to go to squats. I don't know how to do it. I don't know about you. I mean, you may have someone that you want to stay with, or someone you, uncle, friend, relative, or whatever. That's on you. But then at the same time, you should also plan a just in case kind of funds. Like, what if you get to the airport and you start calling this person and they don't pick up again, and you've done all your plans within or around them? It doesn't make sense. Okay, for me, I budgeted for up to 5 months rent before I get a job. And then I was like, even if I get a job before this money finishes, it is still my own gain. Like, I'll save my money will be in my bag. But then what if I don't? I still have the money. I don't know if you understand what I'm talking about. And there are different kinds of accommodation here. There is the house, I'll insert the picture. There is apartment, I'll also insert the picture. And there is basement, and these also have their different prices. Basements are usually in houses, right? And they cost from like 500 to 700 Canadian dollars every month. Houses cost about 700 to like, or let's say, yeah, 700 to like 800 every month. And then apartments are usually the most expensive. They cost about, let's say, 800 to 1,200 every month. Now, when you say apartments is like the one I'm in now. It can be actually expensive, but then there is a way people go around it, which was also the option I chose, and that is the shared. Aside apartments, you can share house, you can share apartments. Okay, when we say share, I mean you pay for one room and then maybe the bathroom, and then share the kitchen and the living room. Do you understand? Now let's assume a 2-bedroom or 3-bedroom apartment costs $3,000. You don't want to, you as a newcomer would don't want to bring out $3,000 immediately to start paying for rent. So you just pay for that room. Your share may be like 1K. Do you understand? And then you pay until you now get a job. If you get like a bigger job that will make you stay alone, and a loan I mean is like getting a 1-bedroom that will cost you about 1,600 to 1,800 Canadian dollars. Do you get? The same thing with housing. You pay for one room. With houses, I mean, you pay for one room and then you share the common areas like the living room and the kitchen. Basement too, I don't think you can. Well, basement is like one basement in the house, unless someone wants to now share the room. Go. But then also another way you can live alone without sharing is if you have a wife or a husband. Yes, then you can now combine your monthly salaries to pay for this particular apartment instead of like sharing with absolute strangers. Do you understand? Yeah. Or then maybe you have a bigger job, like you're a nurse or you're a medical doctor, and then you think or feel that at the end of every month you can bring out 3K from your salary to pay, aside saving, groceries, feeding, and all those miscellaneous expenses. Then you're good to go. But then as a beginner, it is always advised to share. Just pay for one good room and then you're good to go. And the next thing, guys, is landing questions. Oh, I missed that one. Landing questions it has nothing to do with budgeting, but I'll just chip it in because a lot of people have been asking. When I landed, I was not asked anything like plenty or anything that would scare me. The only thing they asked was, how much do you have on you? And you should know that there is, for no reason should you have $10,000 on you while traveling without declaring it. So just put it in the bank. You can come out with 1K or 2K, and then you assess the rest from here. I still use my GT Dom account here. Their card works very well, like very, very well. They've not given me issues since I came. And another question was asking if I've ever been convicted of any crime, and then my final destination. So easy peasy, nothing to scare you. I don't know, there are people that they say they ask them about their POF. If you have enough money, you show them, and maybe it's not as much as like as a single applicant, 14K. You can tell them, yeah, you took out from there to pay for your flight. It's still part of the budgeting. Do you understand? So that is it. And also, while flying, you're entitled to 223 kgs, and because it is relocation, you have loads of properties to travel with. Someone like me, I had plenty. What I had to do was to cargo some of them to this place, and it was delivered to my doorstep. I used Magabi Logistics. They're on Instagram. You can check them out. Air cargo takes about 2 to 3 weeks to arrive your doorstep. Sea cargo takes about 2 months to 3 months to arrive. That one is so long. That was why I chose air cargo. And the items that were shipped cost me about 236,000 naira for 32 kg. 236,000 naira for 32 kg. But when it arrived, I paid an extra either 120 to 150 for clearance and delivery fee, like for it to be brought to my doorstep. Okay, so yeah, that's like the estimate. You can, I don't know if they've changed it, but then they are Magabi on Instagram. You can check them out. Okay, so that is it for flights, for landing questions, for what accommodation. And also for these accommodations, sometimes there are utilities included. Some of these accommodations, utilities are not included. And when I say utility, I mean internet, I mean electricity, and I mean heating. Okay, so let's say an apartment may be 1,000 and they say utilities not included. That means you, after paying the 1K rent, you have to pay extra money for electricity, extra money for heating, extra money for internet. So usually people go for accommodations where everything is included, and that's actually the best. Do you understand? But then, if assuming it's not, let's take for instance it's a shared apartment and 2 people are there or 3 people. If your electricity bill is 120, you share it, so it becomes cheaper for you. Do you understand? Internet, if internet is $90, you share it. If it's $100, you share it. Okay, and when I say internet, like the Wi-Fi in the house, you share it amongst yourselves and it becomes cheaper. And then the third one, which is, I've said electricity, I've said internet and heat. We've not started heat here because winter hasn't come yet, but I heard it's almost like double the price whenever winter arrives. Like you pay more. So, but then whatever the amount is, you still find yourself sharing it because it's a shared apartment. Do you get my point? And yeah, that is it. If you're your own, you want to put a Wi-Fi in your house, it may cost around $90 to $120. I don't have one. The one we use here, it's included, like it's included in the rent, so I don't really know how much it is. And then also for phone bills, I use Lucky Mobile and I pay $35 every month. I heard some people pay more than that every month. I mean for a different network, mobile network, but I use Lucky Mobile and I pay $35 every month, and this gives me free national calls, I think, and with America and Mexico, I think, but then anything international you pay. And it also gives me 60 gig for like 1 month. 60 gig, although I don't use it, guys. I don't use it. I'm even trying to change, like to bring it down, because to me I feel it's waste. There is free internet, not free, I pay. There is internet here at home. As I'm talking to you, my phone is connected to the house internet, and there is one also at work, so I hardly use my own, and I find myself paying $35 for not using my data at all. But then that is just it. So people pay way bigger than that, but that's how much I pay. I pay $35 every month for my phone bill. Okay, I'm looking down, guys, because I jotted some things down. And the next thing is, yeah, I'm just mixing them up. I totally forgot this one. The reason why you need $10,000 or even more is because even after getting your accommodation, maybe you will furnish it. You need to furnish your apartment now. Me, because I knew I knew that I was going to furnish my apartment, and I know the kind of room I love finding myself in. Like I love staying or living in a well furnished room, and I knew that was what I wanted for myself. I already knew that it was going to be me, myself, and IKEA. That money, while I was budgeting for other things, I also budgeted for that money. And that's why you guys saw, even while I was searching for a job, my house was being put together. Like I was putting my house together with, to me, good furniture items. So yes, you also need that money to put your house together. I mean, you won't get an empty space and lie on the floor forever. But if you get a job immediately, congratulations to you. God is faithful to you. The next thing, guys, is transportation. Transportation is actually okay here. I mean, the buses are running all the time. And when I came, I was using the paper ticket. The paper ticket cost me $27 for 10 tickets. And this ticket is like one for like 6 a.m. to 1 p.m. and then you need another one for like 1 p.m. to, so at the end of the day you find yourself using 3 tickets in one day. It was not cost effective, but because I was not going out often, I was using it. But now that I have a job and I go out every day, I had to get the one of $90 a month, which is okay because it's unlimited. Do you understand? It's not as if it expires at a particular time of the day. No, you use it for any trip you want at any time, and no matter the amount of time you leave the house. And it's for 1 month, unlimited, $90. So let's say transportation is $90 every month. You budget for that. When you arrive, another one is what am I missing? Favor, what are you missing? Groceries. As a single person who loves cooking, I love eating what I cook. I hardly eat outside. I mean, if I eat outside a lot, you people will know here. But instead, I'm sure what you see is me cooking almost all the time, because there is nothing out there aside burger, chips, fries, and the rest of that. And that's not for me. So I cook a lot, meaning I shop a lot too. And as a single person, I spend like $250 to $300, depending. Like if I'm bulk buying, I may spend up to that. But then if not, there are months I spend up to that. There are months I spend lesser, because I mean, I may have like bag of rice, beans, protein, and all I need to buy in a month are just little things to cook. Okay, so from $250 to $300 is what I spend on groceries every month. Some months are lesser. But then if you're a family of 2, family of 3, family of 4, of course, you know, you have to budget way more than that every month for groceries. Okay, I don't know, there are times I'll post, you know, the amounts I bought some items here on my channel, and some people from other provinces will say, oh, my province can never, meaning it's maybe cheaper here and more expensive there, or I don't know, vice versa. It just depends. Okay, guys, about banks, in the first live video I had, some of you missed it. Someone asked me about banks to use. When I came here, I was introduced to TD, and I've been using TD since then, and so far so good. They've been good. In fact, recently I received free money, $450. So I think it's a package they run for new customers. I heard other banks also run such packages too, but then I used TD and they've been good so far. No issues with them. So you can as well make inquiries on other banks and their offers, and know which one suits you best. SIN, social insurance number. Is that it? I'll check and put it here. Identity, your social identification number. That's it. It's free of charge. You can do it at upon arrival, like when you arrive, or you can calm down, take your time and do it whenever. Just that if you want to start applying for jobs, you may need to do that immediately, like within the space of 1 to 5 days of arriving. Get your SIN, it's free of charge. Just walk into any of their offices and get it done free of charge. And another thing, guys, I'll advise you come here with your driver's license. If you've packed your bags and you did not put your driver's license, go. A lot of people, you hear them say, oh, is anyone coming to Calgary? Is anyone coming to Nova Scotia? I want the person to get me my driver's license. What were you thinking? So if you've not left yet, if you're at the airport, run back, go and get your driver's license, because it will save you lots of time. If you don't have one here, that means you have to start afresh, and it may take you 1 year. I think that's how it's stretched, okay? But then if you have one, all you have to do is to exchange it, write your knowledge test, driving test, and you're good to go. In the in the space of like 1 month or 2 months, you're good to go. You have your province driver's license because you brought your own. Do you understand? So it's very important. Please, 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 please. Also about winter jackets. Winter jackets, don't be like me. I didn't bring any because I came during summer, okay? And now I have to pay the amount or whatever amount they call for me. But then the good part is that you are sure of the jacket you're buying. So even if you're buying from whatever country you're coming from, make sure, check the degrees. The one I bought last is -2 degrees, and so far the weather hasn't hit -2. That means it's been protecting me very well. By the time we enter the minus or the minuses, I'll try and get a higher grade. That's one with higher what's it, degree, is that the word? But then even if you want it to be cheaper, like if you're coming from Nigeria, Kenya, Ghana, Tanzania, Rwanda, wherever, just make sure you check how much it can protect. Check the degrees. It should be written there so you're sure, so it doesn't turn to normal clothes for you here. Like you think you're wearing a winter jacket, by the time you got the cold hits you like a tsunami or something. And yeah, that is it, guys. I don't know how much I've covered. I don't know if there are other questions you may want to ask. I don't know if this is the answer to the question you have been wanting answers to. But then I think this is it for now. If there are other questions, please let me know. Drop it in the comment section. Like I said, don't forget to bring money, guys. Don't forget to bring money. You will need it. What if you will need it? You will need it. If God blesses you and you get a job in the space of 1 month, 2 months of arrival, you still have your money in your bag. Nobody's collecting it from you. Do you understand? So how about you just guard up before that, okay? Yeah. Please don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to share. Guys, please share this video to whoever, friends, family that you feel it to be useful to. And yeah, I'll see you guys in my next video.